What's up, guys? Andres, bwbarber.com. Thanks for tuning in to the live Q&A. So these are the top three fitness-related questions that I thought about this week. So every week, I'll be looking for three questions to answer. These are pretty much questions that I had when I started out going to the gym and lifting weights. And if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer them on a stream that I do. So I'm live on Facebook and YouTube, so I'll be looking at two cameras. So it looks like I have wandering eyes, but that's what I'm doing. So let's get started. Number one, everyone wants to know how much weight. Right, you get to the gym, you see everyone lifting weights. You don't know how long they've been lifting weights. How they've been doing it since they were little kids. Did they just start up like you? And everyone wants to compare how much weight they lift to everyone else in the gym, and they want to know how much they should lift and how much should I bench, and my squat is this, is that okay? And it really, that shouldn't be your main focus, right? It really depends on your training maturity, how long you've been in the gym, right? So when you train in the gym, when you go to the gym, you are training your muscle, right? You're not training the weight, and your muscle doesn't know how much you're lifting. All they know is the stress that you put on your muscle while you're working out, and they know that they need to adapt to that stress and make sure they're ready and recovered for the next bout of exercise or stress, right? They don't know how much weight you have on the bar. So you shouldn't be worried about how much weight you're lifting. What you need to worry about is that you're doing it correctly and you're doing it consistently and you're making progress over time. And that's all you should be worried about when you're in the gym. And that way, along with proper diet and recovery, your muscles will be able to recover and adapt and be stronger for the next time. So don't worry about what's on the bar. What you need to do is make sure that you're go get it. My son's here. We're waiting for my wife to get back from church. He wants to catch monarch butterflies. So that's what's going on in the background here. Well, go get him. I don't know. You have to go check. So next, that covers that question, right? It doesn't matter how much weight you lift as long as you do it right and you make progress over time, right? Another question I had when I was starting out is what should I prioritize, right? Should I prioritize lifting weights or cardio? And everyone associates losing weight with cardio. And that is a component for weight loss. And really, you shouldn't call it weight loss. You should call it fat loss, which gets into the answer to the question, which is the most important, in my opinion, part of your weight loss. Besides diet, that's a different question altogether. But if we're talking about cardio and lifting weights, losing fat, understanding that that's your goal, then lifting weights is more important than doing cardio. Not to say that you should not do cardio. Of course, you should do cardio. That's a component of fat loss, and that's a component of health. But what you do when you go to the gym and you work out and you build muscle is that you're increasing your metabolic capability, and cardio does not do that. Right? Cardio is catabolic, and weight lifting or going to the gym and lifting weights is a catabolic process, but it enables an anabolic process. So when you're done lifting weights, your body then wants to repair itself and rebuild itself, which means it wants to make your muscle, which requires energy to do. And after you're done with your workout, you expend a few calories, a couple of hundred calories when you're working out, depending on your intensity. But most people work out pretty leisurely. Um, find the building blocks to rebuild your muscle. They're through, and it's exclusively through what you eat, right? Your energy comes from the carbohydrate stores you have in your muscle. You have to ingest and digest protein to rebuild your muscles. And you walk on the treadmill when that's right, unless you have coordination and a lot of, and most people get hurt. What they have never done sort of for a long time. Most people just regular steady state cardio. So doing HIIT, which is more intense, requires you to be in a little more advanced in your training than does steady state cardio. But when you're done running, that's it. You're done, right? When you're done lifting weights, then all the magic happens and you start to use calories to rebuild your muscle, right? So if I were to prioritize the two, it would be I would lift if I only have an hour of working out, then I would work out for 45 minutes, 40 minutes, the remaining of the time. Once I get all my work done, time that I have left, I would jump on the treadmill or on the bike, and I would bike ride for the rest of the time that I have. That's just to prioritize the two components. So use your time wisely, schedule musculature to do it. And they are pleased when, even there are some cultures in the world when they're doing something, they don't pull up a chair, right? I know my son still, he's 2.5, he still does it. He takes a squatting position, and that's how he I guess it's squatting when done properly is not dangerous, right? Everything, the asterisk and caveat that everything can result in some harm, right? If you do something incorrectly or accidents happen or if you're distracted, then something can happen to you while hanging out, watching TV. Squatting, if done correctly, and if you take the time to learn proper form and build up your the weight that you have on the bar or whatever, if you do goblet squats or dumbbell squats or squats, right? If you take time to properly load the bar and progressively overload your body, if done correctly, are not dangerous, right? Squats along with deadlifts, and we can discuss which one is more beneficial for fat loss or muscle building. Squatting, even though you think you're only using your legs, once you get once you've done it for a while and you have increased the weight on the bar, is pretty much a full body exercise, right? You do squat with your legs and your butt, but you also use your calves to straighten your lower leg, right? And your lower to help extend your hips, and you use your upper body to brace the bar on your back, right? So it's all over full body exercise, and when done correctly, it's very beneficial. And if you only have exercises, you want to do the ones that give you the most bang for your buck, and squatting is one of those exercises. So no, squatting is natural. It's a natural movement that your body does regularly. And again, learn it correctly if you're going to eventually your fitness. And on the next episode of this Q&A. Once again, this is Andres from BW Barbell. If you have any questions, email me, message me. I'm all over social media. You can go ahead and do that. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.